Let's discuss problems on balancing which are given for assignment. So here in this problem, four masses are given where the distance between all the masses are given as 600 mm. So in the question it is given that it is distance is 600 mm apart. So we can take the distance as 600 mm distance between all the planes, and the radius for all the four masses which are there, all are given here, and the masses for B, C and D is given in the question. Okay, so with the initial things with B, C and D masses and all the radius, we will try to solve the problem, and you have to find the required mass A and the angular settings of all the four masses. So no angle is given, you have to find the angle and then try to find the unknown mass A. So let's solve this problem. So first you need to draw the position of plane. So it will be like this, and using this position of planes, let us take the reference plane here as A. Here, so we'll take reference plane here, so that A is already unknown. Okay, so if we take A as reference plane, it becomes easy. So we'll take A as the reference plane. So from here, if we take the distance, it will be measured as for B 600, then 600 plus 600 for C, then 600 plus 600 plus 600 for A to T. So the distances can be taken in the form of A, B, C and D, and mass A is unknown, Ma, then 10, then 5 and then 4. So these are the given in the values given in the question. So radius for all the four masses are given, so you can take radius. Next is about the M into R distance, so multiply this, so you get 0.1 Ma, then 1.25, then 1 and then 0.6. so just you have to multiply M into R, so 2 into 3 column, you get this. Then the distances from the plane A, so that you have to measure in meters, so the distances measuring from this reference plane, so 600, so that is 0.6, then 0.6 plus 0.6, it is 1.2, then all 0.6 plus 0.6 plus 0.6 is 1.8. so you get all the values in the couple values here. So it is first is 0, then 0.25 into 0.6 is 0.75, then 1 into 0.2 is 1.2, then 0.6 into 1.8 is 1.08. Okay, so like this you will get all the values for couple values, so you can draw the couple polygon comfortably. So this is the angular position that you have to get it after getting the angles. So let us see how to start the problem here. So first of all, you need to get the angular settings of the masses C and D, because you don't know the angular position. So default what you can take, you can take B position as the horizontal direction, so that it starts from 0 degree. So from there you can, with that reference plane, you can take the angles for the other masses. Okay, so first you can use the couple polygon, because couple polygon already you have the magnitude which from there, and you can try to get the polygon and then you can get the angle from there. So let us start the value of table 6 here, which is taken here, couple polygon, all four are known to you. Okay, so from this let's start the problem. So the couple polygon, let's have to first draw the vector, that is, let us take O dash B dash with a given scale. So let us take horizontal B as we take as nothing but horizontal. Start from OB we take and assume as a horizontal line, so that we take it as 0 degree. Okay, so O dash B dash, you can get the magnitude is already known to you, so that is 0.75. Okay, so 0.75, then take a suitable scale and get 0.75, then draw parallel to AB. So let us take this one as default, only this is known to you. Okay, initially only this mass will be known to you, let us take it as 0 degree. Okay, so using this, let us solve the other angles for other planes also. Then from what you can do, you other things are not known. Okay, but as you know, only 3 values are there, so you can get a triangle. So automatically with the given values, magnitude values, automatically by taking the length, automatically you can cut the arc to get the point C dash here. Okay, so what you can do, from the points O dash and B dash, okay, we can draw the vectors O dash C dash and then B dash C dash, which is equal to the magnitudes which are given there. That is first one, this is 1.2, then remaining is 1.08. Okay, so with 1.2 and 1.08 you can draw the respectively, take the distances in the rounder 1.2 and 1.08. so from this you can cut the arc of 1.2, and from B dash to C dash you can cut an arc of 1.08, and then we can intersect this, so intersection of that will be at point C dash. Okay, so you get the magnitudes here, so as 1.2. so this is one thing, but for the 1.2 which is given here, that is for C, plane C, and 1.08 that is for plane D. Okay, so like this you can get the angles. So when you get this, automatically what you need to do, now from the figure here, C, you can draw the line parallel. So O dash C dash, whatever is there, that can be nothing but OC, you can draw parallel, and then B dash C dash, you can take a vector and you can draw parallel with respect to OD. So this direction, whatever is there, O dash C dash, you can draw parallel here. Okay, so get the, just take this line parallel this direction and transfer it over here, so you get the position like this, and then now measure this angle. Okay, from this reference plane you can measure this angle. Okay, so this will be the angle BOC, so this will be the reference plane for the angular position for C. Then correspondingly this is already known to you, so O dash C dash, B dash C dash. So B dash C dash you draw again parallel to this, you can trace it over here and get the angular position for D. Okay, so you can measure this angle also, and you can get the angle BOD as the angle for the reference plane for the angle D. So you got now angle for this position B, then position C, and then position D. All three angles are known to you now. Okay, so by measurement of this all thing from these positions, you will get angle BOC as 240 degree, this one, this angle. So this is the first angle, and angle which is measured from BOD here, this will be 100 degrees. Okay, so these are the angles what you will be getting by measurement. Okay, so this is the first step, you have to transfer it in the space diagram. Okay, so angular position, you can get all this angle of this masses. Next is to find the mass, unknown the mass, that is Ma. Okay, so now in order to find the required mass Ma, what you have to do, you have to draw the force polygon. So all values are known to you now, 1.251 and 1.6, and this is unknown thing. So using these values you can first try to draw the force polygon. Okay, so let us start now. Angular position already known to you, so you can draw it now. So table number, in the table take the column number 4 and draw this force polygon. Okay, so first it is O to B, let us take it as angle 0 degree only, 1.25 is the unit. So already you know the angles now, this is 0 degree, and now parallel to C here, so this plane just take parallel to this and draw the vector here. So this is 1.08 in the table. Then C to D, okay, so parallel to OD there, parallel to this, so you get the values are there 1.6. So this was okay, third value is 1, so this you have to take it as 1. Okay, 1 unit. Then the remaining one, if you join this part, it is D2, so this will be the remaining value of 0.1 Ma. So this is the remaining. So using the value of this magnitude, measure it. So this magnitude will be approximately around, measuring this you get around 0.7 kg meter, so 0.7 kg meter square. So using 0.1 ma is equal to 0.7, you get mass ma as 7 kg. Okay, so once you get the mass here 7 kg, you can also find out the angular position. So just trace this in the space diagram, angular position. So tracing this for the get the angle for a, so you get oa now. So this is the mass ma, and also the angle which is measured from b to O to A, so that is 155 degree. Okay, so by measurement of this you get angle BOA as 155 degree. Okay, so from the first polygon you will get the angle BOA. So in this problem we can see whenever no angle is given, you can still calculate and solve the problem like this. Okay, next problem here, a shaft carries 4 masses in parallel planes like A, B, C and D in order along its length. So the masses at B and C are 18 kg and 12.5 kg respectively, and each has an eccentricity of 60 mm, and the masses of at A and D have an eccentricity of 80 mm, and the angle between the masses of B and C is 100 degree, and that of masses between B and A is 190 degree, both being measured in the same direction, and the axial distance between the planes A and B is 100 mm, and between B and C is 200. And if the shaft is completely dynamic balance, you have to determine the magnitude of masses at A and D and the distance between A and D and the angular positions of the masses at D. Okay, so the mass values, MB is given here, okay, 18 kg, MC is given there 12.5 kg, then radius for B and C is given 0.06 meters, then A and D, they are again equal, so they are given as 80 mm, so 0.08 meter, and angle BOC measurement is given as 100 degree, and then between B and A is 190, so BOA taking 190. So first we'll start with the magnitude of masses at A and D. So let us take MA as a mass at A and MD as mass at D, so, and X be the distance between A and D. So these things you have to find out. So first, with the given position of the planes and angular position, first you need to draw this diagram. So first reference plane here ABCD we can take, and the distance here is 100 in A and B, and between C and B and C it is 200, and the total distance between A and D is X. So this X you have to determine. Okay, then the angular positions. So with the angular position, what is given here? Angle BOC and BOA is given. Okay, so B we take it as reference plane here, and from here this angle is given 100 degree, and then this angle is given BOA as 190. Okay, so only BOA and then BOC is given. So these two angles are given. So initially we get the positions for these three things. Okay, so MD is not known to you, that we will find out later. So now first draw the table. So according to the given we'll take the reference plane as A, because why we take it as A, because that is not known to you. So MA is not known to you, so you can either take at position A or position D. So if you take D also, what will happen? You don't know the angles also, so it becomes very difficult. We'll take the reference plane at A. So taking A, B, C, D reference plane here, so we get the mass MA here, not known. Then B is known to you 18, C is known, D is not known. Okay, then eccentricity, that radius is given for all the four values are known. Then automatically if you multiply this, this 2 becomes unknown for you, only 2 values will be getting here. Okay, and the distance from the reference plane here 0.3 and 1.3, and this will be unknown. Okay, so this will be taken as X. So when you take the couple value multiplication, you get here 0, you get 1.108 and to 0.225, and then 0.08 MD into X. So from this you can see here there are 2 unknowns, and here in the only one value there are 2 unknowns here. Okay, so let's see, can you use this polygon to draw the couple polygon and get the values. Okay, so first of all, the direction of the mass D is fixed by drawing the couple polygon to a suitable scale, and from the given data in the tabular column here with the column 6, let us draw the couple polygon. Okay, so the closing side of the couple polygon, that will be C dash O dash, so that we have to see. So what you have to do, first couple polygon will take, so O dash B dash, it is given the value as 0.108, then B dash to C dash, this angle, this is also known to you because the angle is already known to you for this. Okay, so with the given angles you can try to draw the couple polygon, and the remaining, which one is there, this one, so C dash to O dash. So if you measure this, it will be nothing but 0.08 md into x. So measure this value and get 0.08 mdx. So by measurement you get 0.08 mdx, that will be nothing but as vector C dash O dash, that will be equal to 0.235 kg meter. Okay, so what is the next step now? Using this, you have to, will not get any value here, only this two things together, md into x, are there. So let us go further now. So now you can draw this vector OD, that is parallel to the vector C dash O dash, to get the angle of the mass D. So this is the direction, so you get automatically the direction for next plane. So draw the angle, same angle you get here for the next mass, that is D. Now you get the angular position of the plane D also. Okay, so measure this and get the angle. Then the next step, you have to draw the force polygon. So given the given values, you try to draw the force polygon. So the values, whatever values are there, you try to draw it. Okay, so this is again starting from here, 1.08, then 0.75. okay, then for the last one, what you can do, so the angular positions are known to you, because A angular position here is this direction, and D also, the direction is known to you. Okay, so using these angles you can draw it and complete the polygon. So the direction here, it is in this direction, and when you take the direction from the T2, so you get the intersection point over here. Okay, so this value and this value, whatever is there, that will be equal to 0.08 ma here and 0.08 md here. Okay, so you get the magnitude now. So if you measure this length, automatically equal to these things. Okay, so what we can get now, so 0.08 ma will be nothing but vector CD, so that is 0.77 kg meter. So you get ma value as 9.625, and when you substitute this thing, that vector do, that is 0.65 kg meter, so you get md as 8.125 kg. Okay, so like this, using this couple polygon and force polygon, you can find out the masses. Okay, so any type of combinations can be given in exam, so you should be perfectly just go through all the type of problems and get the answer, so that any type of problem is given, you will be able to solve this problems very comfortably.